Little Green is one of my favorite monochromatic pieces, inspired by the brilliant green color of the hummingbird. It is also an experimental piece where I use the Frisket film in 2 layers to mask the white areas in the first and create cool textures in the second. Spoiler alert, this didn't work quite as well as I had planned. As you approach this piece, I would entirely skip the Frisket film and just mask as normal. That said, I'm very fond of the painting and still want to share it with you. The piece begins with an outline drawing on Yupo and a duplicate drawing on the Frisket film. I cut out film to cover the white areas and stick them to the Yupo before the first ink layer is put down. There are a variety of greens and yellows and some alcohol in this layer. I create texture by blotting with the second piece of Yupo and pulling it up to reveal the pattern. Once the background is dry, I'll put on the second layer of Frisket. I'll cut it out and press it carefully over the lines. Then add another layer of ink and alcohol. Here, the Frisket area is more visible. At this point, I'll paint as usual. You can see from the results that the Frisket was unnecessary, but at least I know where the branches are. I begin by lifting with the brush and alcohol, and then the blender pen. A brown marker is used to color in the branches. The brush and alcohol soften the marker. Lifting is also used to draw on the bird. More lifting with the blender pen. Details and brown feathers are added with the brown marker. The ink is dotted in. Next comes some green ink. And the fine tip black pen for the eye. And a layer of much darker brown ink for the hummer. And the branches. The new ink is softened with alcohol in the brush. Note how the top ink seems almost glazed over the green layer. More lifting with the cotton swab. Feathery texture is added by dotting and sketching with the markers. Much of this is done with brown. A pale marker is used for lighter dots. Ultimately, this will make for a shimmering texture. The sepia pen is used for fine lines and details. A pale green marker is used for the leaves. The leaves are further refined by the brush. The brush is used to soften the textures in the bird. Finishing touches are added with the pens. First is the sepia pen. Next, the black pen. And lastly, the white pen.